What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? Welcome to our channel, your favorite place to stay updated on everything about our Chiefs. Today, we have an important and, at the same time, worrying update that just came directly from Andy Reid. It's about our wide receiver who has been shining on the field, Rashee. We'll talk about his knee surgery, what really happened, and what to expect for the future. Could he come back even stronger next season? Will the Chiefs' offense be able to overcome such a significant absence? Stay tuned, drop that like to support the channel, and let's dive into this situation together. The beginning of the impact. Rashee's injury. All right, everyone, let's get straight to the point. The Kansas City Chiefs are facing one of the biggest challenges of the season so far. Rashee's injury, who had become a key player in the team's offense, has everyone worried. And it's no wonder. Rice was emerging as the best wide receiver on the team, being a real weapon for Patrick Mahomes in crucial plays. But then, during practice, a setback. A knee issue sidelined him and completely disrupted Coach Andy Reid's plans. Just imagine, you're watching a player grow, seeing him become a key figure, and suddenly, an injury like this comes up. What will happen to the Chiefs' offense now without one of its main weapons? Well, that's the question on every fan's mind. And of course, we'll try to answer it throughout this video. Andy Reid's conversation with reporters. Last Monday, Andy Reid gave a crucial update to the press during a Zoom call. Reid explained in detail what actually happened with Rashee's knee and what we can expect from our wide receiver's recovery process. According to him, Rice's surgery wasn't to address an ACL tear as many initially speculated. In fact, the problem was with the posterolateral corner, PLC, an area of the knee that can also be quite complicated to treat. Rashee, his surgery wasn't for an ACL. It was the posterolateral corner, PLC. There was damage there. It's probably the same outcome, Reid explained. You're looking at ACL-like timing. It takes a while for that to come back, and he'll get into his rehab and start rolling with that as we go along. So that's what happened. Did you hear that, folks? Even without it being an ACL tear, the severity of the injury is still very similar. In other words, the recovery time won't be short. And because of this, we won't see Rashee on the field this season. This news is definitely a tough blow for the team, which will now need to reinvent its offense without the young star who was showing so much potential. Impact of Rice's absence on the Chiefs. So what does the Chiefs situation look like without Rashee? Let's be honest, folks, losing a player like him, who was standing out and building more and more chemistry with Mahomes, is a huge blow. The Chiefs' offense wasn't as explosive as in past seasons, and losing an important piece like Rice makes things even more challenging. Many expected him to become Mahomes' main target, especially with the team's ongoing struggle to find a suitable replacement for Tyreek Hill. But if there's one thing we know, it's that the Chiefs are resilient, and Andy Reid is one of the best coaches when it comes to making adjustments. With Rice's absence, players like Marquise Hollywood Brown, who has his own history of injuries, will need to take on an even bigger role. The pressure will increase for the other wide receivers, and of course, for Travis Kelce, who, even in a season of ups and downs, remains one of the pillars of the offense. Now, can you imagine how the Chiefs must be preparing for Monday Night Football against the Saints? Andy Reid will have to find new solutions to keep the offense's rhythm without Rashee, and that's going to be quite a challenge. Who's going to fill the void left by Rice? Will Mahomes be able to maintain his performance level without his favorite target? And now let's talk a bit about what to expect from Rashee's recovery process. The surgery was considered a success, and that's a relief for fans. However, what comes next is a long rehabilitation phase. As Andy Reid explained, the injury to the posterolateral corner is complicated, and even though it's not an ACL, it has a very similar recovery time. That means we're looking at a period that could last up to 9 or 12 months, depending on how Rice's body responds to the treatment. The good news is that Rashee is young and has his whole career ahead of him. This means he has everything it takes to come back stronger and even more eager to show his talent. However, the fact that the injury was to his knee leaves a bit of concern. After all, will he be able to return with the same burst and speed that made him such an important target for Mahomes? Or will we see a slightly more cautious player on the field, at least in the first games after his recovery? So what do you think, folks? Do you believe Rashee will come back even better in 2025? Or could this injury end up hindering the development of one of the Chiefs' brightest prospects? While we wait for Rice's recovery, the big question is, how will the Chiefs handle the absence of one of their key offensive pieces? The team has shown time and again that it knows how to adapt, but the pressure is about to increase significantly. The responsibility on Patrick Mahomes also grows, as he'll need to pull even more tricks out of his hat without Rice's presence. Could the solution be to look for reinforcements in the market? Could we see the Chiefs attempting another big trade, like the ones previously speculated with names like Amari Cooper? Or will Andy Reid rely on the talents already on the roster and work on adjusting plays to surprise opponents? One way or another, one thing is certain. This Chiefs season still promises plenty of excitement, and we'll be covering every detail here on the channel. That's it, everyone. This was the latest update on Rashee Rice's situation after his knee surgery. The news isn't what we wanted to hear, but it's part of the sport. And now we're hoping for a speedy and full recovery for him. In the meantime, let's see how Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes will adjust the Chiefs' offense for the upcoming challenges. Now, I want to know your opinion. What do you think the team should do without Rashee Rice? Do you believe Mahomes can keep the offense efficient even without his top wide receiver? And which player do you think can step up and take the lead right now? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm curious to know what you think. Oh, and don't forget to leave that like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all the Chiefs news. See you in the next video. And until then, let's keep cheering and believing in our Chiefs. Go Chiefs!